as well as the legal documents, having all those in place. Where do we go from here? Okay, if you would pull out your packets. If you haven't already done this, you'll see there's a lime green. There's a bright green form in here. If you would just take a moment to fill out your basic contact information there, name, address, phone number, email, etc. If you do use email, please do go ahead and give us your email address. We have some very useful information on your website. I'm co-authoring this book, which I would highly recommend. I could show you this afterwards to anyone who's interested. And as I mentioned before, we work an awful lot with, because of the type of work that I do, we work an awful lot with dementia, and particularly with folks diagnosed for Alzheimer's. So give us your email address, because all this information is free electronically on the website. This is just the Alzheimer's portion of the website. Everything you always wanted to know about Alzheimer's but were afraid to ask. How to get help paying for Alzheimer's care, and safe driving and Alzheimer's. That can be one of the most problematic things, is trying to take the keys away, when and how to do that. The Alzheimer's action guide, care journals, very useful when you go to the doctor, to take this with you so you can give the physician specifics of, he forgot this, she didn't do that, etc. Very helpful to have those specifics. How to find the right nursing home. All this information, there's a lot of veterans information as well on the website. Most importantly, as you see from the slide there, we do offer a free initial consultation. That's no charge to you. Obviously, in the short time that we're here this morning, we only, even though we've covered a lot, we only have time to cover general information. The consultation would be the time when we can get together at the office one-on-one, talk about your specific situation. Do you have a will or an old revocable trust? Is it okay? Is it out of state? Would we recommend an asset protection trust? What are your assets? Which of your assets would go into the trust? All those kinds of things, we can talk about that when we meet one-on-one. We've got a couple of suggestions for dates here: Monday, September 12th, or Thursday, the 15th. Go ahead and check one of those boxes if you'd like to, either morning or afternoon. And then Liz, who's in the back of the room there, stand up and take a bow, would you, Liz? You don't have to bow. But Liz in the back of the room there will collect in the questionnaires. If one of those two dates doesn't work for you, just check you're interested, but you'd like an alternate date. And again, Liz will contact you and we can set that date up for you. There's just a couple of very brief information on there about your financial assets. That just helps me to know how we can help you. And again, the email for the website, we have e-courses on veterans benefits, dealing with Alzheimer's, asset protection, things we've talked about today in more detail, as well as Medicaid planning. So don't forget to give us your email if you'd like that information. Any other questions I can answer?
So one of your recommendations before we would come in to talk to you would be to get out of the volatile stock market and get things
Well, you know, that really depends on your specific situation. What I would do is I would recommend that should be part of our conversation when we meet. I mean, I wouldn't just like to say across the board, get out of the stock market. You know, Adam here in the front here is a financial planner. He'll tell you if you have IBM stock that you've owned for 30 years or your parents owned it, obviously there's going to be, you know, huge capital gains implications in you just selling those. So I wouldn't say just across the board, get out the stock market. But, you know, that should be part of the conversation, I think, when you're doing this planning. Well, thank you. You've been a great audience. I appreciate all your questions. And Liz will collect in your forms at the back. I'll still be here for a few minutes if you have other questions. Thank you.